Friday night on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, 3 young men while away the evening. But unlike the thousands of other young people who are in Hollywood tonight looking for a good time, they're under police surveillance. Specifically, the guy in black wearing the backpack. The cameraman posing as a tourist is a cop. He's trying to nab the infamous graffiti writer known as Chaka.
What is that? Did you do that?
Nah, that's my friend.
What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Chaka.
What's your name?
Daniel.
Turning donuts on Hollywood Boulevard.
Even took some selfies before they stopped and let the police catch up.
Hey, bro, that's what's up, baby.
Welcome to Hollywood, California. Keep your hopes up. I actually think this represents Hollywood really well. A lot of people come here chasing dreams. For some it works out, for others it doesn't. But I'm gonna skate around and walk around Hollywood and Larchmont today. Hope you like what you see.
Welcome to Hollywood. If you're a tourist, I don't know why you're here. You're not gonna find Matt Damon on the street corner. You're gonna find, the only thing you're gonna find at this point is me.
Over here on Melrose in front of Reconstruct Studio. It's obviously probably commissioned, but you got a bunch of dope, colorful Chaka tags. And then Nikki nailed it up there. Nikki nailed it, the carpenter who makes a lot of swings and things like that throughout LA. A lot of history here, a lot of sketchy stories. But for today, mainly checking out the graph. I love old signs like this, Hollywood Toys and Costumes, OTR, On the Run. They're also back here, Only Toys Retire. Here's a close-up on the Hopes piece with amazing drip. You don't often see them doing drip like that. You got the PDB crew here, shout out Adzi and others. Shout out to Hopes and Shy. This has been running for years. You got MTA here at Cannes. Super sick OTR piece. Only Toys Retire. Shout out to Paper, MQ, Toast, and Cest. And then this side's dope too. You got Cinco. And then a big MTA. Melting Toys Away. So I love the combination of MTA's Melting Toys Away here, and then Only Toys Retire here. And of course, I'll probably be the one who's called a toy in this video for not being able to call out all the pieces. It's like a roll call of classic LA crews around here. We got CBS on the dumpster. This is super dope. Kenny Scharf painted this truck. So I think it was during COVID. Kenny Scharf, iconic artist, started offering to paint people's cars for free. So he painted a bunch of cars in LA for free. And then you got Zoner on the back of this billboard. Of course, you're always gonna get gang graffiti in LA too, and crossed out stuff. I love old school apartment buildings like this in LA. I don't know if this would be like Art Deco. Almost like feels like a hybrid between Art Deco and Spanish style, but the cacti in LA are unbeatable. Just amazing. Sorry, I don't know. You know, this content's new. This longer form content's new, so be a little bit of graph and a lot of just random LA appreciation for things you observe. Because you know, my hope is stuff like this always lasts, but kind of just documenting the things that I appreciate in Los Angeles. For rent, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Call 310-930-3178. I repeat, 310-930-3178. Big double bandos right here. Got Endem here with the window open, kind of dope. How the last E is on the window there. That's the most LA thing you could see, is a guard dog sign like this and actual active guard dogs in here. Man, that makes me sad for these dogs. They're just living in this random building, but that's gnarly. And I don't even know why they would want dogs that badly to protect this random bando. I love like hand-painted hauling trucks. That's very Los Angeles. So this lot had a lot more a few months ago. So a few months ago, there weren't paved parking spots here, and this was all kind of gritty, and there were more pieces over here, but you still got this left over and some stuff behind me. I like that old wooden sign, hardwood, carpeted vinyl.
Now that you're ready for your second lesson, let us look back and see what were the most important things you have learned from your first lesson.
Rekka, Chaos, kind of a dope monster character there. Motor, ripped out fan in there. FDS, Cinco. You see Cinco everywhere. There's more Pacifico that's been drank in this parking lot than I've ever seen in my life. Look at all these caps. Over here you got Brainiac, and then Redo shouting out his daughter Bingo. And then PMK here, some older rollers over here. And then Cinco in the back on the roof. Shout out Raised in LA. We got Sick Kid up here. I love this Sick Kid piece. LA local. He's got a skate homage, Bag of Suck, great Enjoy skate video. And he's always been deep in the skate scene. You got 10 mil here. You got a Morgan wheat paste up here. This building just sold. And behind here is like a 90s nostalgia time warp. So you got Hollywood Forever Cemetery down here, which is iconically LA. Shout out to Rufo here. Die roller up there. This is one of my favorite corners in all of Los Angeles on Gower and Willoughby because it brings me nostalgia for 90s LA. You can see some incredible tributes to LA icons who are no longer with us. So you have Triggs here and Norm. Rest in peace to both of them. Norm was one of the all-time greats. So anybody who knew him knows that he was just always smiling, always a good dude with infectious positive energy. Incredible tattoo artist, lover of LA. Norm will rise tattoos. Incredible. And then you have Triggs over here, who also has an incredible legacy. And this shouts out Eclipse and Saber, MSK, ICR. And then you have a Fernando Venezuela tribute here, which is super dope. I'm not actually positive who did this, so someone please shout it out. But respect to this. I love you got the Cortezes up here. Every subtle detail of this is so Los Angeles. And I feel bad that I can't shout out who this is. I should know, so somebody do that. And then it wouldn't be LA without seeing a random TV here. The amount of random TVs you see on the street. I think there should be like a TikTok or an Instagram dedicated to people picking up TVs like this and then seeing if they still work. Like going to Best Buy or Target and buying some cords and seeing if they still work. I feel like that would pop off. It would obviously take a lot of effort. I don't know who's gonna do it, but it's just an idea. I even love all the paint on the sidewalk here. Just a lot of it's probably from this, but it just shows you how much work's been put in over the years here. And then I nerd out on chipping paint, right? There's an old cinder block building. It's just so dope how much history there is here. MSK. And then you got a dope Risk piece over here. Risk, MSK, WCA, all-time LA heavyweight. He's been shot, he's put in work for decades. He made it into the elevated high art scene, but you gotta give props to somebody who put it in, right? Like Risk has always had his heart in the streets, and he made it. So, love to see it. You got Trav from MSK here. It's like a full MSK AWR roll call. The only bummer is I have 90s nostalgia here and I just wish this was an Angeline ad. So, you know, same sort of vibe-ish, but it's not Angeline. So this building has been like this since the 80s. Thousands of carpet remnants below wholesale. I'm not sure if it's still that. I can maybe Google the building, but super dope. You got Atlas here. Lester Carpet. Alex Worth. You got Trav again here. Revoke, another LA legend. Lester Carpet's still in business, but I don't know if this building itself is obsolete or just functioning during the week. I'm here on a weekend right now. I love this. It's just like perfect LA nostalgia. Yeah, I know I sound like a total fanboy here, but it's just like super LA 90s, 2000s. You got the signature from Sebastian Walker. Props to him. It might be a bold claim, but with the motor yard being gone, Belmont being gone, this just feels like the closest place you can get to LA 90s and 2000 graffiti nostalgia. So pardon my continued nerd reactions. Then you got newer pieces here. So this is UTI 2025. Super tight. Revoke and Rhyme. So you can't see it all. If I can get behind this fence, I'm sure I could see more of this. By the way, it's like 90 degrees right now, so if my camera is shaking, I'm thirsty, a little tired, but just soaking this in. The dope fade of pieces that have been in the sun for years makes me happy. So yeah, this building is not operable. It's for lease right now. This should be an art gallery. Somebody should lease this as an art gallery. So call Judy Lee at 323-459-8861 and lease this. Then this is the alley right here. You got Noe and Jimmy Bonks here. OTR. So this is obviously more recent, but still all very Los Angeles. Snow cone. I love Hollywood. UTI. So right down Gower, Romaine, you get this crazy modern building, and then you still have 90s nostalgia here. Like among apartments, you have all this, which is so great. Trickster from WCA, West Coast artists. So you basically had AWR and MSK, then WCA, now SPV. Multiple roll calls in the 2-block area. Look, lurking. Los Angeles lurking. Not me, but I like that. The prayer hands. Lurking is a word, by the way, that I've been using ever since I was like 14 years old. It's like basically, obviously, people know what it means, but I grew up skateboarding and we would just always talk about going to just go lurk around. Sometimes we were riding, sometimes we were skating, sometimes we were just getting burritos. But it's just the idea of like lurking around, mobbing around. It's just a certain vibe. Love this piece. Feels very old school, stylish. And this feels like a New York subway style, which I like. Run up. Supreme Roofing. UTI, shout out again. So all these buildings just embrace the graffiti of this area. So this is legit auto. So they obviously commissioned somebody to write legit auto, but hired actual writers to do it. This whole section is like the one section. I mean, you do see some of this on Melrose, but this section in particular is just like a time warp and respect for LA pioneers. I don't know how easily I can get in this lot, but this lot's another classic extension of this area. Huh? Oh, I'm here in this iconic lot that might be tore down. Who do I got with me?
Spider.
Spider, where are you from?
I'm from Hawaiian Gardens.
You're from Hawaiian Gardens. And what do you think of all this stuff?
I think it's beautiful. I think it's part of our history. It's part of our culture. It's a nice outlet for people who are artists. You know, you know how they say artists might be kind of kooky, but hey, they give us beauty.
100%.
And there's some artists, you know, that don't get to show other people the beauty inside of them, and that these guys do. I wish I had this talent, but I hope you get a chance to like look at all of it. I don't know how much longer it'll be here.
I like that when I was rolling up. So everybody watching this video, when I was rolling up, Spider was cool because she said, get it while you can, film it while it's still here. I thought she was going to tell me to leave, but instead she's being cool and telling me how much she appreciates this. So
man,
that's the sort of vibe I'm looking for.
this isn't really hurting anybody.
I appreciate that.
Have a good one.
Nice to meet you, Spider.
Nice to meet you, Bubba.
Cool.
Be careful of your arm.
I will. Thank you. So I'm on the other side of the gate. Spider is super cool. Shout out to her. She would have let me in if she could, but she's doing her job, and you can see most of this from here. So just perfectly sun-faded old pieces. And I love what she had to say because she's got it. She's got the right mentality. This has like almost like when Barry McGee was starting out in the Bay with black and white characters. It kind of reminds me of like some of his old style pieces. And then on the other side of the street over here, got some breakers. Andom, Nightmares Come True. Crew. You got random hay in here, barbed wire coming down. This is dope. I'm by Squeaky Clean Studios. I love these old shipping containers. I'm currently being recorded. Astro Burger since 1974. By the way, I love this detail of the globe on top of Paramount Pictures. Obviously their logo has the globe and the mountain. It's always been my favorite studio logo, just as a note. Here's a different view. I'm on Gower, so you can see the globe there. So Melrose and Gower, you have a perfect view of the Hollywood sign. I hate it when old school spots close. El Adobe Cafe, Lucy's El Adobe Cafe was here since 1964. Across from Paramount here. I love this old Art Deco building. Some of the signage is so great, like they can't get rid of this signage. Look at that neon sign, the best in Mexican food since 1964. I would just want that. Well, my hope is it would actually just stay here and the restaurant would be open, but otherwise, I'd want that in my room. Look at this old ceiling. I kind of nerd out on my content about the subtle things, right? Like how old this ceiling is. These lanterns. Look at these lamps and this signage. I can't really read what it says.
Oh, would you look at that?
I gotta give up the cleverness right here on Bronson Avenue. This has been running for a long time. Bronson on Bronson, an homage to Charles Bronson, done by Jiu-Jitsu Vandal. Obviously painted with paintbrushes, but you can see how much crusty paint has been on this electric box for years.
I know you. I never forget a face. What the hell?
Then of course you got a Roger Was Here sticker. Roger Gassman, Ian Lance, art, raised in LA. His piece got a little messed up and he came back and added to it. I like that. He's done so many utility boxes all around. The Smurf with the drip. I gotta get this artist name from CBS. Then we got Larchmont here, which is pretty bougie, but still has some cool old school spots. Cinco hit the back of that billboard. On Larchmont, Morgan's up there. So he was doing a lot of stickers and wheat paste, but he painted this one and it looks super solid. Say your name again?
LaRue.
Okay, Danny? Danny. All right, cool. And you live here?
Yeah.
You're visiting?
Yep.
Cool. So what do you think of LA Graffiti? That you said you were just talking about it. So what were you just talking about?
We were driving down the freeway to get to downtown LA, and there was so much graffiti like on the infrastructure. The pictures, we were talking about it. It was like all over the freeway, all on the buildings, and like it doesn't even look like out of place. It looks like normal. It looks cool and like nicely placed and like really organized. I loved it.
Are you from here?
Yes. I'm actually born in Inglewood, raised in Culver City, and lived in Baldwin Hills for a bit, and now I'm staying in Compton with my grandma.
Okay. What's your favorite part about LA?
The food.
Name some of your favorite food spots.
I really like Thai food. Natalie Thai has a really good spot.
Oh, on Venice Boulevard.
Yes.
Yeah, it has like a cool like orange.
Yes,
yeah, I've been there.
Yes, super, super good. I took him to For the Win today.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
That's a good burger. The one in Hollywood?
The one that's right 5 minutes away from here.
Yeah. All right, who's the best rapper from LA since you're from LA?
Maybe Kendrick.
Nice to meet you guys. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
All right, cool. Take care. Another Cans MTA piece. Always got to stop and appreciate the tags too. A lot of LA folks here. Suffer, of course, Woody, Rallos, Clay. A black and white Hopes. And I don't know if that's Space Invader. Is that Space Invader? Beware, the Los Angeles Police Department DUI task force. I love an abandoned lot that just has palm trees like this. And you got a couple pieces and rollers in here, Torn, FDS, Dion, and others. Look at how perfect that palm tree looks. What cracks me up about the Hollywood stars is you'll see a lot of names you know, and you'll see a lot of names you've literally never heard of. Here's Sick, Not Sick Kid, totally different people. You got the Hollywood sign in the background. Of course, you got Call Jacob. Surprised he's not upside down on this billboard, but Jacob and Ronnie, probably one of the most famous Angelinos now from these billboards. But I got to give it a shout out to Angeline. She pioneered these billboards. Hopes and Pencas and Sick from YR again on Hollywood and Vine. And of course, the iconic Capitol Records building. Amoeba Records, easily one of the best record stores in the world. I don't like this location as much as the old one on Sunset Boulevard that was in what was once a bowling alley, or I know the SF one was once in a bowling alley, but this one's still cool as far as the sheer volume of records they have. This is just one of the dopest 80s, 90s Hollywood visual. California Donuts, 7-Eleven, and palm trees. I mean, look at the sidewalks. Super dirty. It's kind of like a lovable grit. It takes a lot to understand what's lovable about the grit, but it's just part of the hustle of living in Hollywood, that you've got like dirt and cheap stuff next to like obviously opportunity and people chasing the dream that is Hollywood. This is like a perfect LA palm tree street next to a donut, Thai, and Peruvian place and a beat down 7-Eleven. You can see the Hollywood sign poking through there. I love the old brick walls in Hollywood. They don't make a lot of brick buildings anymore, if at all. And you got a Doctor tag over here, DR1 from Nightmares Come True, OCP. Then of course you got more Hopes here on the old school brick building, just right behind Hollywood Boulevard and the classic Hollywood Suit Outlet. Then you got a big Scientology sign over here, in case you're curious. You got an MTA piece, which has been running for years. The MTA, old school LA crew, must take all. I'm more in the Melrose district now, but just stop by here. And of course, it's just super CBS heavy. Respect to them. They've been putting it down in this area for decades. I mean, everywhere you go, you see CBS off Melrose. Not to sound like I'm jocking too hard, I'm just giving respect to the crew. You got Muck Rock up here. Might be hard to see past this gate, but I imagine that this is a skate tribute. RIP Skate. Larger than life, dude. I'd be surprised if that wasn't Skate, but either way, super sick. Sorry that it's hard to see through this gate. And then shout out to Shy. See a lot of Shy stickers on the other side of this. Someone had a wild night. The mini shades of Cinco. I like this piece with the various green shades, Zig style. Super dope, faded out wall. This kind of reminds me of skate style. I know there's a lot of skate tributes around here, so I wasn't sure if this is who this is done by. So anybody call me out if you know who this is, but definitely feels like it's probably someone from CBS or a couple people from CBS. But this has been running for a long time, super faded out. I love pieces that have been hit by the sun and people have respected them for years. Sick Aaliyah tribute. I'm currently being recorded from the 69 house. I feel like strip malls used to be mainly laundromats, donuts, and massage places. So right here you got the combo. You got Thai classic massage here. And then over here, you have Golden Thai Spa. You also have a pawn shop. So this is iconically LA, and a laundromat over there. So I love these old street signs. Something I like most about LA architecture is how hodgepodge it is, meaning like how much variance you see on one street. So you got modern buildings over here with like 60s or 70s style apartments, an old house in here. If I was a kid growing up, I'd love that driveway. Just for a kick turn, you can see somebody did a janky wax job there. Then you got a craftsman style house here in the middle of nowhere, like beautiful old craftsman house, just on a street that has now this on the other side. So it's just a lot of interesting juxtapositions. How you doing? I love the old school LA neighborhood watch signs. They're just perfect. Always got to look out for stickers. Indom NCC, Reco. Then you got a dope lot in here. You got Racco and Nomos. Cinco up there. Zoner. Another dope lot right here. Got merch, ice, Aloha, Chad, K9er. And then you got MTA over there. K2S up here, most fresh, kill to succeed. K2S used to go hard at Belmont. This lot is right next to Bogey's Liquor. Support your local liquor store. Bogey's has been here for 50 years in Hollywood. Right next to Sophie's Seat Designs. This is tight. I won't put you on the video, but you can tell me, are you guys just doing like upholstery for cars?
Yes, we do.
Okay, cool.
Seat covers and upholstery seats.
How long you been open?
Since 1985.
You used to see this in like laundromats when people would bring in their headshots. So all these people have done their car upholstery here. Oh, we got Jackie Chan in the middle there. Did Angeline ever come in here?
Yes, she did. She always comes in here and try to get pink seat covers for her Corvette.
Angeline comes in here to get pink seat covers for her Corvette. I knew that she would come in here.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful little girl, and she wanted a pink Corvette.
I walked right by it.
So this is the most recent one.
So she's still alive and thriving?
Yeah, she is.
So she still comes in here?
Uh-huh.
Look at these, so gangster, sheepskin, total Angeline vibes. I love that in LA you can be on a major street and then a second later you can be in a dirt alley. A lot of cities, like San Francisco for example, don't have a lot of alleys. Like most neighborhoods don't have alleys between houses. And so it is actually more unique to LA than people think. I know it sounds corny, but alleys are like a big part of LA's culture. It's like you picture the Ricky scene in Boys in the Hood and whatever else, but it's just It's just part of LA's landscape to have alleys. So that's my little note of the day. Rusted doors here. I love seeing old graph in these alleys. Super hot. My phone is now at 8%. So we're almost done here.
I'm here for the ghosts. You know, I know I'm here because I live across the street from where Charlie Chaplin used to keep his horses. I mean, I live on the street where there used to be a castle built by a Japanese movie star.